Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tracy Armstrong, owner-operator of North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the area's premier welcome wagon service, welcoming all the new homeowners and new business owners to North Pittsburgh area, one of the fastest growing areas in the state of Pennsylvania. With everything going on in the world today, so much uncertainty, everybody has stress. I don't care if you're young, old, it doesn't matter what you do for a living. If you're a teenager or a child or an older adult, you're dealing with stress because every day in the world we're dealing with comes with uncertainty. You don't know if you're going to have a job. You don't know if a young child, they're not going to know if they're going to play sports. A younger child might not know if they're even able to go to preschool this year. And this causes stress on everybody. So today we are going to speak with Angela Turo from Turo Family Chiropractic. And she is going to discuss with us healthy ways to deal with stress. Angela, one aspect of your work is helping people deal with stress. Why is stress such a concern in everybody's lives?
So, like you said, obviously now more than ever, we're just dealing with stress on a regular basis. And even before all of this, we would hear about, stress and wanting to reduce stress. And it's a huge, huge market right now. And the issue with it is that we all are going to deal with stress at some point in our life. There's something acute stress. So something happens, causes stress. Our bodies know how to adapt to this, and then we move on. And a lot of times it makes us stronger and more resilient. The problem with stress is when acute stress turns into chronic stress. And then that's where you're going to be in this heightened state of what we call fight or flight. So a lot of people are familiar with that fight or flight response. So that's your body's natural response to stress. You have a perceived threat, whether it's a physical threat or an emotional threat, but you feel threatened in some way, your body responds with that heightened fight or flight response. But the problem is when that becomes chronic and you are chronically under this state of basically heightened reflexes and a heightened triggering of our sympathetic nervous system, which is that the nervous system that part of the nervous system that's triggered when you feel that, your heart's racing, your breathing's racing, things like that. So again, when you go from that short term, I'm dealing with a stressor, I'm overcoming it, to long term, it's going to start to have a lot of negative impacts on your health, physical, mental, emotional. And so it's really, really important to understand what's causing you stress and how to cope with it so to avoid those long-term effects.
Great. What are factors that be causing stress in people's lives but they might not even be aware of? You just feel stressed every day, but you're not even aware of these outside factors coming in, causing you this stress.
Exactly. Yeah. So when we hear the word stress, a lot of times we think of psychological stress, mental stress. So that's how we use it very colloquially in our society. I'm so stressed, we think of, oh, I'm overwhelmed, and which is one form of stress. That's, mental emotional stress is actually one of 3 types of stress. The other ones that people often don't think about is there's physical stress and there's biochemical stress. So physical stress is going to be things that physically are taxing to the body. So this would be sitting all day, which, now more than ever, people are stuck at home. We're getting out even less. I mean, this was already an issue before the pandemic when people were in sedentary jobs in the office, but at least there you had to get up to go to the kitchen, go maybe walk a little bit to go to the bathroom, maybe walk around to go to meetings. But now we are literally sitting and doing this all day in front of a screen. So that's going to cause a lot of issues. And then on the other extreme, if you're overworking your body. So if you go to the gym and you go really, really hard and you don't give yourself time to rest and recover, that's another type of physical stress as well. So that's just one example. Overusing and underusing your body, your muscles, your joints is going to cause a lot of stress on the body. And then biochemical are going to be things that we put in our body and on our bodies. So, the food that we eat, the medications that we take, the lotions and things that we use, everything that we put, we're in the summer right now, the sunscreen that we use has chemicals in it that get absorbed into our body, and our body has to process that, and that causes a lot of stress. So we think about this mental emotional stress, and yes, that is a big component we need to focus on, but we need to be aware that there are other things that we are doing or not doing in our daily life that are also adding to the accumulation of stress in the body.
And what are some ways to combat stress? Healthy ways that somebody can combat. What are some healthy ways that somebody can combat daily stress?
Absolutely. And the most important thing to remember is that we can't actually get rid of stress. So stress is a natural part of life. It's actually good. It helps us adapt. It keeps us driven. Think about when you have a goal or a deadline and you're really, really focused. That's all stress, and that's all good, and that's all healthy as long as it's in the short term. So, when we talk about adapting to stress and coping with stress, we're talking about preventing that short-term stress from becoming the long-term stress. And some of the best ways to do that, exercise is a personal favorite of mine, and one that I always recommend because because one, it addresses the physical component, but then it also really helps with the mental emotional component. It's a really good outlet. If you're somebody who's really fidgety, has a lot of pent up energy or aggression, exercise is a great way to get that out. It can be a really calming thing if you do something like yoga or Pilates. That can be a really stress reducing technique as well. So anything where you're really focusing on your breath work like that. And then, just that deep breathing is hugely beneficial. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, just sitting and doing what we call belly breathing, which is just sitting back nice and straight and actually breathing and feeling your stomach expand out. And so when you breathe, if you have a hand on your stomach and a hand on your chest, you should only feel the one on your stomach moving, not the one on your chest. A lot of the times we breathe like this, which is not good. That's really restricted. You want to be breathing, like I'm taking a deep breath right now, but you don't really see that hand moving. So that's what you want to think about, breathing deep into the belly and taking those nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just doing that, a few times, you can really feel a sense of calmness coming over you. So that's something that can be implemented anywhere, stuck at home, stuck in traffic, whatever it is, you can really just take those few deep breaths, and that can really, really help calm you down. And then along with that, different types of meditation. So whether it's the classic meditation we think of, which is just sitting silently and focusing on that breath work. There's also things where you can use stones or meditation beads. If you're somebody who likes to be doing something with your hands, you can actually count the stones or count the beads or rub the stone, things like that, to just kind of pull that focus from all the stuff going on in your mind and let your thoughts sort of calm and simmer down and hopefully let go of them. So there's lots of different techniques, and really what I always tell people is whatever brings you a sense of calm, peace, that's what's going to work for you. So for me, being outside is a big key. So any chance I get, when I have to be on a call, something like this, I'm going to go outside any chance I get, because just being in nature around the trees, sunshine, water, all of that is really, really calming and relaxing.
And if somebody wanted to come in and they're feeling stressed right now, they really don't know. I mean, especially parents right now, and this exact week of life we're in right now. I'm sure a lot of parents out there are very stressed. They don't know from day to day where their kids' future is going to go in the next couple months. Or there's people out there who've lost their jobs and they can't seem to just get out of that funk and move on. Can somebody come into the office and talk with you, Angela? And maybe you can sit and talk with them and talk through their issues and maybe give them a nice, healthy pathway to having a more, to help to alleviate stress. You're not going to get rid of it. We all have it. Exactly. But just to help alleviate it and help give somebody more of a peace of mind of a healthy way. Can somebody call Turo Family Chiropractic and get a one-on-one with you and discuss healthy ways to combat their stress?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm here for, is really to help people with exactly that, just figuring out those lifestyle changes that are going to reduce stress as much as possible, reduce the unhealthy types of stress as much as possible, and then optimize your health so that you are better able to adapt to stress. Because as you know, you mentioned, we are all going to be under different levels of stress at different times. So it's about allowing your body to be healthy and functioning so that it can adapt. And chiropractic is actually one of the best things for your body. Your nervous system controls everything. So physically, emotionally, things that are going on, it's all coming from that central nervous system, which goes through the spine. So by making sure that your spine is optimally functioning, you're going to give your whole body a better chance of adapting and coping with these different issues. So actually right now, till the end of this month, we're offering a family special. So the whole family can come in for their initial evaluation for $149, which is, yeah. So
That's amazing.
Really good deal. Yeah. And that includes the initial exam that we do, the x-rays, everything for the family. So
at $149 a month.
149 for that initial evaluation. Yep.
Absolutely. And when you hear people for the whole family, that's a child at 5 months old can come in. So you can bring in your whole family. And your brother, Dr. Dan Turo, he's very familiar with children because he's two beautiful little boys himself. So he's familiar with working with children. And I think now in 2020, more than ever, unfortunately, I have to say this, our children, even our young children, are under more stress than any other generation. They really don't know what's going to happen to them tomorrow, or having to wear masks at school all day. That's going to be very stressful for these children. So that's a wonderful, if anybody out there is concerned about their children and their stress, or you as a parent, you're concerned, or you as a grandparent are concerned about your family or anything, $149 for your whole family to come in and be evaluated. Heck, that's less than a co-payment for one of your children to go for a physical nowadays. So what a great deal Turo Family Chiropractic's offering.
Yep. And you come in, and then if you decide to, sign up for care in our in our office, everything that I do is included with your care under the office. So you can come in for your adjustment. You can meet with me. You can do it on the same day. You can do it separately. If it's easier, again, I know a lot of people are kind of stuck at home right now with, kids and not having that much flexibility. So I can meet with people by phone if that's easier, or like what we're doing right now, video chat. So we're doing everything we can. Obviously, to get adjusted, you have to physically come into the office because, Dr. Dan has not figured out how to do that via Zoom yet, but
we'll figure it out. We'll be a multi-millionaire.
But everything that I do, I do have that ability to do it virtually. So we are offering that flexibility for people that either are unable or unwilling to come into the office. Working with me is still part of what you get, and we are able to make those accommodations and help out in any way possible, because yes, absolutely, anything that we can do right now to help people optimize their health, because we are all very much in survival mode right now. We're under a lot of stress. Our bodies don't know what to do. We're just they're in this full-on survival mode. We're trying our best to cope and maintain, and we're not really in a thriving mode. So anything that we can do to help combat this excessive stress that we're under, this excessive, you said it, the uncertainty, just anything that we can do to kind of help combat that and not completely let our bodies fall apart is what we're here to do and what we're here to help with.
It's very important. It's very important in this day and age to keep our bodies in tip-top shape right now to combat any viruses, out there. So Angela, once again, it was a pleasure speaking with you. You are just a wealth of information in the health field, and you're just wonderful. And Angela works with her brother, Dr. Dan Turo, who owns Turo Family Chiropractic, located in North Hills. It is a family-run business. Dr. Dan's wife, Erin, is the manager. His sister, as you can see, has multiple degrees in health sciences and can help people out. And just a wonderful family practice, Turo Family Practice. Also, I would like to say that now more than ever, it's very important for small businesses to get recognition. It's very important for people to support small businesses. And I want to say that Turo Family Chiropractic is a very big component in donating to local sports teams, and they've made a huge donation to the Chamber of Commerce's Tossing for Good this Saturday. So the Turo family is very big on giving back to their local community because they themselves are a local family-run chiropractic office. So Angela, if anybody would like to call you or they want to check out your website, please give us your phone number and your website address.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's just turofamilychiropractic.com. And then if you want to email me directly, it's angela@turofamilychiropractic.com. And our office phone number is 412-369-0400. That's our main line. So again, that'll put you in whoever's closest to the phone and answers it. And you can always just ask for me specifically, and whoever answers can direct you to me. So.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And everybody who's listening, all the information to contact Turo Family Chiropractic will be put in the comments. So Angela, again, it was such a pleasure for you to take your time out today and to speak with us and the audience about stress and how we can combat it in a healthy way. And again, and I look forward to chatting with you again. So everybody, again, you're welcome. Again, everybody, this is Tracy Armstrong with North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the area's premier welcome wagon service, welcoming all the new homeowners and new businesses to this wonderful area, and also supporting all of our local businesses, because it's more important now than ever that all of us local businesses in the Pittsburgh area stick together so we can all continue to thrive and do well. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks.